to tell you.
We basically always have 3 steps to making an OK Go video.
I'll be fine.
The first one is just to play with the idea until we have more moments than we could use.
These things.
We're not trying to sequence them together. We're not trying to figure out which ones are good or bad. We just want to map out everything that can be done with this idea.
It's a lot of experimentation. It's a lot of just trying things out. What does it look like if we shoot a face from multiple perspectives and we play them all across this mosaic of screens?
Every time you want to try an idea across 7 screens, you have to shoot 7 things. Every time you want to try an idea across 42 screens, you have to shoot 42 things. Figuring out what tricks we wanted to do across the video was a much harder process than normal for us because we weren't able to just imagine it.
Which only bends one way.
Now that we have our vocabulary of tricks, we can put together an arc that resonates with the song. It has the same moments of surprise or catharsis or emotion.
One particular thing that we knew we wanted to try was having Damian walk through a space. I think this video could have felt very static if the camera had just stayed in the same position for the entire time. Things like that we knew early on we liked, but it was testing how do we get there from one spot to another.
It's downhill. These things.
Now, up to now, we haven't spent much time worrying about what's practical. In fact, we've actively ignored practicality, so it won't get in the way of us having good ideas. But now it's time to figure out how to actually make this thing.
There's this moment where Damian's face sort of splits into what we call the Brahma. In order to keep those particular splits in the right places, we utilized these rods that would be stuck to the camera. Damian and everyone could basically rest their face on. They would know then they are in the right positions.
There was a lot of iteration and then like regression. Like you go, let's plan out this big sequence and then realize that, oh, if that's all going to be on a phone that I'm holding at that moment, we need to shoot that 2 weeks in advance of everything else so that we can figure out the takes we like, get them on the phones we like, plan the rest of the video, and then shoot that.
A lot of spreadsheets and whiteboards and note cards and charts and graphs and fun. A lot of fun.
The last phase of this, where we think we're just doing solving of logistics, turned out to be going back to the beginning of the video over and over again to rewrite little parts because they had to be written in order to do this in anything less than like 10 years.